you?
Here, I guess, and I went out and picked up a paper.
I had to ask Kevin to leave his office and come and pick me up.
Well, what are friends for?
Yes, and he is a friend, Jerry. He's reliable. He's considerate. He's like your exact opposite.
So he's Bizarro Jerry.
Bizarro Jerry?
Yeah, like Bizarro Superman. Superman's exact opposite, who lives in the backwards Bizarro world. Up is down, down is up. He says hello when he leaves, goodbye when he arrives.
Shouldn't he say bad bye? Isn't that the opposite of goodbye?
No, it's still goodbye.
Does he live underwater?
No.
Is he black?
Look, just forget the whole thing, all right?
The team of miniatures was amazing.
Morning from the office. Coming to you from Bizarro World. Elaine asked, I didn't ask, is he black? Bizarro Superman. I don't know. Elaine asked, I didn't ask, is he black? Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I am your host, BKC. I am BKC this morning, coming to you from LH.
I think you forgot your medicine this morning.
Why?
BKC, and you got a book backwards. I think you're... Maybe
Okay, all right. Okay, well, that's worthy of explaining. And first of all, I'm glad you noticed. I am glad you actually are paying attention. There you go, folks. Right out of the box, Lonnie's paying attention. What kind of show could this end up being, knowing this at 8:03 this morning? Okay, first, BKC. I went over yesterday, right after Director of the FBI, Comey, came out and basically said the Clintons were above all law. I went and I did the paperwork. I'm changing my name. I mean, you know, BKC, Clinton. Yeah, I'm changing my name. They're above all. So I am no longer BKP. I'm changing my name. I filed the legal paperwork yesterday to see it's above all law. And you know what? I don't think Ronald Reagan can take it anymore. He turned around. I don't think he can take it anymore. That's the back of the book. I don't think we're in Bizarro world. We are flat out in Bizarro world.
I still think you just forgot your medicine.
Well, Lonnie, let me give you this. And I can't believe I'm saying this on camera. But let me give you this. I will say, anything that happens in the future, you are able to now say that was not the intent. Okay? And I mean, I had to tell you that. The FBI director told you that yesterday. I mean, I can't hold it back much longer. You're obviously going to see the video. Hillary Clinton destroyed government property. Destroyed government property. Okay? Now, folks, there is so much to go into this morning. Yes, we're coming to you from the Bizarro world. Tales from the Bizarro world is where you're at this morning. Okay? And I am your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. But if you go and you get a job and they issue you a computer and it has a tag on the bottom, you have seen them, and it tag says property of so-and-so, Gilmer County, Fannin County, IRS, government agency, property of the Secretary of State, whatever you get issued, this piece of equipment, if you do not turn it in, or you turn it in, it's broke or whatever, you can actually get charged and be in trouble for destruction of government property. All right, it's government property. Hillary Clinton, the director of the FBI, stands before camera and says that Hillary Clinton destroyed, wiped clean servers of 33,000 emails. But yet a recommendation for an indictment didn't see an intent. No intent. So we got a lot to go into. First of all, I want to make one comment this morning. We are not going to go into this and belabor this for a long period of time. But concerning the journalist got jailed, Mark Tomlinson, I am seeing all the comments that are coming through on all the websites. Judge has something to hide. You know, keep pushing. What is this judge hiding? Can I just ask you people out there to just take the time to look at the fact that nobody stopped this gentleman from getting his open records request. Nobody. Okay? Nobody stopped him from doing that. The bank has not stopped him from retrieving records. Nobody stopped him from anything. Not one thing was he stopped from. So if they get all these records, and if something comes out, it will come out. But it's not because that this gentleman did not have the availability to get these records. He was not held up. He was not deterred. Nothing stood in his way. I wish all of you out there that say that somebody has something to hide, even this gentleman in question, Mr. Tomlinson, I wish you guys would come to my defense with the Attorney General and help me get my open records request from David Siphon, Blue Ridge City Attorney, that is intentionally complicit in not getting me information for the Blue Ridge City Police Department. Now, if Mr. Tomlinson had a vengeance or a vendetta, one and the same, or an agenda, he would be helping me get my open records request from the Blue Ridge City Police Department. But no, that's not what he does because the vendetta is not there. So we're going to move on. Anyhow, it's election day. We didn't say this yesterday, but you need to know out there, there are, you know, the 4th of July is over. Your 4th of July weekend is over. Independence Day has come and passed. We'll talk about that. Obama has given us independence of all crimes, high crimes and misdemeanors. Okay, you know, we were supposed, let's see, how's that oath go? In protecting the Constitution? Forget that. But anyhow, it's election day in North Georgia, so if you live in a county that has a runoff, early voting has started. It has started. You can go vote today. You could have went yesterday, but it has started. For example, in Gilmer County, you have, I don't know of a runoff in Pickens County, right off the top of my head. We will look these up today. But just the ones that come to mind, in Gilmer County, you have a probate judge runoff between Scott Kiker. No, he's not in Gilmer County. Oh, that's a probate judge in Fannin County. All right, sorry about that. Back up. Probate judge in Gilmer County, okay. Scott Chastain, that's what I was looking for. Scott Chastain and Josh Teague. That is the runoff today, probate judge in Gilmer County. Then you have the magistrate judge in Fannin County. That's where I'm at now, Fannin County. You have Sherry Walker and Brian Jones. It's in a runoff for magistrate judge. We go over here to Dawson County. Okay, Dawson County, there's a sheriff's race runoff there. And that is between Tony Wooten and Jeff Johnson. And that is over in Dawson County. The state 8th representative district, District 8, is in a runoff. I forget the two. Matt Gertler is one of the candidates, and I forget the other one, and I know that's not fair. We'll look at that. So, but all of North Georgia, it's time to go vote in early voting in the runoff elections. Some question, why are the time for the runoff as long as the actual primary itself? So that's something else. All right. If you'd like to send us a text message concerning the world events and things that are going on, 706-889-9700. That's our number here, 706-889-9700, or chief at fetchernews.com. You can send us an email. You can also call us at that number this morning. Where to start? Okay, the timeline. Now, first of all, let's go with this. The timeline, is this did Bill Clinton get on Air Force One and bribe Loretta Lynch? Huh? Kent Warner. Yes, Kent Warner. You're right, Lonnie. The runoff for the 8th District state is Kent Warner and Matt Gertler. There you go. That's your runoff in the 8th District for State House here in Georgia. Okay, thank you for that information. Timeline. Now, some of the media has come out. We're going to dig into this really, really deep, and we're going to dig into this really deep. George will be in at 9 o'clock. Carlene will not be in today. She's not feeling well. Yesterday was Tuesday, so Carla comes in at Monday, so we don't have any segments. George will be in at 9. Bill Clinton goes and gets on Air Force One. Nobody was supposed to see it. FBI knows this is happening. Secret Service knows this is happening. Okay, look at all the government people that know this is happening. Know this is not above board. Knows that this should never happen. And not one responsible person suggests to either of the two, this is not a good idea. So you've heard that over and over. But Bill Clinton shows up in Phoenix. I did it last week. I told you last week that Bill Clinton got on that plane and offered Loretta Lynch a job. It said, we're thinking about keeping you on staff. We like to keep the staff. I'm serious. So I told you that last week right here on the show. So he gets on there. This happens for 30 minutes. They get off and they lie. The Clintons just lie. Every breath they draw, they lie to the American people. Okay, so they get off there and they lie. And the Attorney General, yes, is complicit in it. She lies too. I'm sorry, she lied. If she wants you to believe for 30 minutes, that's the only thing that was discussed on that plane. Now, I think we ought to get the audio off that plane, because I'm for sure it's tapped, right? Is that plane not tapped? I don't know. I think we should get the audio of that. We should be allowed to hear what happened in that meeting. But he gets off the plane, and you got this reporter that catches him, so we don't have time to go into that. If this person does not catch, if reporter or reporters do not catch this encounter at an airport, and then all the lies of how they bumped into each other, we all know out there, not to go into great detail, that airports are much more sophisticated with arrival, departure, clearing planes, knowing who is on, who's out in the parking lot. Hey, who's that out in the parking lot? I see Bill just pulled up. Okay. They are a lot more sophisticated. There is flight plans. We know all that, okay? We know enough to know all that. So there was no accident that, hey, let's meet in Phoenix. Okay, so that happens. All right, now we're doing the timeline. Everybody's done this, okay? They interview Hillary on a Saturday. 3.5 hours, interview her on a Saturday, okay? First, why even offer Brian Pagliano immunity? All right, why even do that? But they interview her on a Saturday. They come out Tuesday, yesterday, and Comey stands. Now, everybody, I can't stand, I'm going to do this and nobody else is going to do this morning. I watched MSNBC this morning. I watched Fox News, and I continue to hear what Comey did, and they end it by, just like they do, Islam, we're not at war with a religion. We're not suggesting that. They've ended every single comment that they've made concerning Comey. They end with, we're not questioning his integrity. We're not questioning his integrity. Folks, I come to you this morning and I question the director of the FBI's integrity. I do. I question it. I really do. I question his integrity. Because nobody else wants to question his integrity. Okay, I do. So he comes out and he doesn't know. So why is there any reason to even put in your speech that I haven't talked to the Justice Department, I haven't talked to the president, nobody knows what I'm about to say? Why is it even necessary, okay, to even put that in? Now, Comey's a much sharper guy than I am. He's director of the FBI, all right? I can't be the director of a parking lot that takes $5. But the guy comes out and he says, hey, you know what? Nobody knows anything I'm about to say. So you want us to believe that Hillary Clinton gets on Air Force One. They are making a fool out of you and I in this country, a fool out of us. Hillary Clinton gets on Air Force One, your plane, Oh, that is the thing that just wants me. Throw me these glasses across the damn room. It's your plane. It's your White House. It's yours. Okay? So Hillary Clinton puts her ass on your plane, Air Force One, and then the president gets up there. Okay? Now, do you realize in time to get to Charlotte, okay, because even if I leave now and I want to go to Atlanta and I want to fly, I'm supposed to be there 2 hours before the flight. Now I know they have security clearance. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I got to leave 2 hours in advance. I've got to, go through security, all this, get on the plane. They have to clear me for takeoff. Yeah, but they're Air Force One. The bottom line is, do you realize that Clinton and Obama had everything in line? We're on the way to the airport. Because even for Air Force One, what is it, a 2 hour, 10-minute flight, okay, to Charlotte, or an hour and 50, so by the time you land, taxi in, get over to the venue in Raleigh where, he's going to pass the baton. Do you realize they were on their way to the airport, en route, all the plans were laid to head to Raleigh yesterday to kick you, the American people, right in the teeth and say, go to hell. You people are fools. Do you realize that? You realize they had that time and they were there. What was the game plan in midair if they got a word that Comey had recommended to the Justice Department, Department of Justice, to indict? What would have been the game plan? Turn this plane around, right? Would it have been turn the plane around? Or rewrite the speech? Or I still stand with her? I don't care. See, they didn't have to do that, and they knew on the way to Andrews Air Force Base. They knew as they were boarding Air Force One. They knew as they were in the air. They knew as they landed in Raleigh. They knew as the motorcade, presidential motorcade, headed over to the venue. They knew as they were waving their hands out to the crowd. They knew the entire time nothing was happening. They knew it. Now, I'm going to tell you, they knew this whole timeline. Bill Clinton knew. Bill Clinton got on the plane and told Loretta how this was going to work. They have zero regard with the truth. Zero regard. Zero regard with how things appear. You didn't see it, is what they believe. No regard whatsoever do the Clintons have. None. Okay? Now, for the Democrats that will just die first before they accept that Hillary Clinton did anything, how are they going to explain away, which they will, Comey's first 10 minutes of laying out a thorough, detailed account of her crimes? Thoroughly. I mean, you have heard it. If you've been watching anything this morning, you have heard. Lonnie, I got a question for you. Okay? Do you have a Gmail account?
Yes.
Do you realize, folks, you have better security? This came from the director of the FBI, that even Gmail has a better security system than the server that your information was going through. Now, I said on this show 6 months ago, months on end, when she said, I never received or sent things marked classified. Well, we knew that was a lie, and Comey told us she lied yesterday. You understand, she's Secretary of State, and she's lying to you about this office. Wonder what else she would have lied about. Benghazi, maybe? Wonder what else she would have lied about. Vince Foster? Well, hell, you say. Anyhow, all jokes aside. So, he says this. Now, here's something that I said months ago that, I'm going to say it like this. I kind of enjoy. I don't enjoy today. I don't enjoy this by any means. But I kind of enjoy when I hear somebody validate something I said months ago. I said months ago that every time her people came out and said they upgraded these emails to secure confidential emails, okay, after, at a different time, not when I received them. Comey comes out yesterday and he says, and I knew this all along, and you know it too, he said, you are obligated to understand the material you received in an email is confidential and is a national security email. High levels of priority is security. They're all trained that. So Hillary Clinton, as high as she has gone through training as First Lady of this country. God, I hate that. I cannot stand to have to say that. Okay? She has gone through training and failed to understand it as First Lady. She's gone through training and failed to understand it as Secretary of State. And the country is prepared to think that she would understand it as President of the United States. That if it came across there that she has the discernment and understanding and the training that it is secure, whether it's marked or not. The list goes on and on. They found, okay, that Hillary was sending State Department emails, back and forth, sending and receiving State Department emails through this unsecured server, okay, in what they call highly sophisticated foreign areas. Meaning she's in a foreign country or she's flying through airspace of a foreign country that is highly sophisticated, and she's doing this through this server that they could have received. Now here's the thing, folks. I don't think they're done making a fool out of us, and I don't think it's going to be right here in this country that they're going to make a fool out of us. I think Putin or some foreign country is going to make a much bigger fool out of us by releasing more emails that just further should indict. I think so. The State Department is a total mess, Now, Comey is another Colin Powell Republican, an absolutely another Colin Powell Republican. Comey was appointed as director of the FBI by President Barack Obama. I personally think it was a bribe. Bill went and told Loretta Lynch he would keep the help. Now, I told you, somebody called me yesterday, said, oh, Comey's getting ready to go on the stage, okay? And somebody called me yesterday, said, I want your take. I want your take right now. What's Comey going to say? And I said to this individual, I said, you know what? I don't know 100% what Comey's going to say. 100%, I don't know, okay? But I don't know what he's going to say, but, because I didn't know. Maybe he would have died. Maybe he would. I didn't know. I said, but two things I know. One, he will take the time to try to get rid of the stench around his department. He will do everything he can to say the FBI's hands are clean of this, get rid of the stench. Well, Comey does everything he can to say how impartial and non-political, all the above, okay? So he does that. And I said, the other thing is we have to keep in mind what Loretta Lynch said that she would accept. Folks, if you don't think they all knew this, the fix was in, okay? Now, the interesting thing is they used to try to keep it from us. They don't even care. They don't even care. They used to try to keep it from you and I and not share information, but they don't even care. Because I'm going to tell you something. When it's down to that I can figure it out, when it's coming from a Department of Justice, God knows that's beyond my pay grade, right? And it's coming from FBI, and it's coming from the Oval Office, and it's coming from the former president, and it's coming from CIA, and on and on and on, okay? When it's coming from all of these directions, and even I can figure it out, they've gotten to the point they don't even care. Because this lady said she would accept the recommendation of the FBI. We all said, I said it here on the show for days, be careful with that. She's going to accept, because here's the thing. What Comey did yesterday is he laid out all the crimes. Laid them out. Everybody's saying, well, wait a minute. He laid out all the crimes, okay? You understand the FBI recommends an indictment. The Justice Department indicts. The FBI recommends. He laid out all the crimes in black and white. And then he did everything the president instructed him to do. Say this, this, this. That's my opinion, the way it was set up. And said he could not recommend that any prosecutor would take this and touch it. But see, the point there is Loretta Lynch could. See, Loretta Lynch could get up this morning, she's the Attorney General, and say, I heard the crimes for 10 minutes. And I seen a Navy reservist prosecuted for much less. And I seen where they said he had no intent but was still prosecuted. I'm going to prosecute this. I want this to go further. See, Loretta Lynch doesn't have to stop with the FBI. She has the authority to prosecute this. But she's going to accept the FBI's recommendation. And we knew it last week. Are you concerned about terrorism, folks, this morning in the United States of America? I am. I'm very concerned. And let me tell you why I'm very concerned. Because the terrorists of the Constitution are on Pennsylvania Avenue. And if we are going to have the level of corruption that we have on Pennsylvania Avenue, and the thing that I'm not going to get down in the dirt with them, but now Republicans are coming out as they're outraged. See, you do this, and here's your role. You're outraged. Now you're saying, you mean you don't trust the Republicans on this? I'm not going to go there. But here's the thing, folks. The Republicans have had the House and the Senate. The Republicans could have impeached Barack Hussein Obama. Yes, there's several offenses that this guy could have been up on impeachment. Okay? Remember, the Republicans are the one that endorsed this highly credible, beyond reproach, Attorney General. The Republicans are the ones that have not indicted Eric Holder for Fast and Furious. Okay? The Republicans. So here's what happens. You do this, and here's what your part is over here, Republicans. You're outraged. And here's what your part is over here, media. You cover it. Now, I have to say, I'm going to come back. George will be here at 9. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I am your host, BKP, coming to you from Bizarro World. We'll be back where we'll see the presidential seal in Air Force One, the keys. The baton has been turned over to Hillary yesterday. The president said it. The fix is in. If the fix is not in, you better watch the election, folks. If what you just observed for the last year, what you observed for the last 10 days of your life, does not lead you to believe that an election, the fix could be in, you better wake up this morning and smell the coffee or the spark or whatever you're drinking, because you better be awake, because it could be in. Corruption's at the highest level. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be back right after these messages. 706-889-9700 or chief@fetchernews.com. We'll return after these messages. Lonnie, take us to break.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Announcing Pizza Hut's new Applewood smoked bacon and melty cheese. Stuffed in the crust. Pizza Hut's Bacon Stuffed Crust Pizza is here, now with Applewood smoked bacon. And loaded with cheese in one irresistible crust. Just $12.99, only at Pizza Hut.
You're making me crazy.
Switch and save at Schottenkirk Ford. Find quality pre-owned trucks under $20,000 and not just Fords. We have all the best makes and models. Shop the best selection of certified pre-owned Fords in the area. Switch today and shop our network of over 500 pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. We'll even deliver it to you. Plus, every vehicle sold comes with Schottenkirk Customer Care, which offers you extra protection for no extra charge. Make the switch to Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper. Online at SchottenkirkFordJasper.com.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
El Rey and Ella J.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated, and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine. El Rey and Ella J.
Only Pizza Hut delivers 2 medium pizzas any way you want for just $6.99 each. Get any 2 freshly made pizzas with high quality, fresh ingredients and sauce made with California vine ripened tomatoes. Now get your favorite specialty recipes like Meat Lovers, Backyard Barbecue Chicken, or 5-pepper pepperoni. So you never have to compromise with any quality toppings, any crust, any specialty. Anything you want on any 2 medium pizzas, just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Truck Month is back at your new Days Chevrolet in Jasper with savings up to $8,000 off MSRP. Right now, get a roomy new Chevy Equinox for just $23,200, or get Days max discount on a new Silverado Crew Cab, just $31,900, plus instant easy credit with Days Fast Track Credit Center. But these Truck Month savings won't last long. Get to Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where Chevy cars and trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
I'm Sheriff Dane Kirby, and I'll stand up for you.
I'm Stacy Nicholson, Sheriff of Gilmer County, and I will stand up for you.
Stand up and speak out. No matter how rich, cool, talented you believe yourself to be, how you treat people ultimately tells all. I am Allison Sosby, District Attorney, and I'll stand up for you.
Okay, and we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. If you'd like to be a sponsor of our show, 706-889-9700 or chief@fetchernews.com. Don't forget, Day Chevrolet, located in Jasper. Circuit World, promotional code FetcherNews.com. Circuit World, L&L Beanery, downtown coffee shop in Blue Ridge. Free Wi-Fi. Salon 84 Hair and Color. Make your appointment today. Clock Tower Gifts and Boutique, located in Jasper. And also Schottenkirk Ford. That's Schottenkirk Ford, located in Jasper on 515 southbound. Plenty of Ford cars and trucks to choose from. All right, and we're back, and I have on the line with me Jerry. Okay, I don't know what to say, so you can have the floor. What's up?
Let me tell you something, okay? I can't go back past Reagan, but Reagan was the first guy I was of age to vote for, okay? Reagan was the first president that I was allowed to cast a vote in the highest office in the land, okay? That was me. I'm not speaking, I speak for myself. Okay. From Reagan's administration up to now, there's always been somebody get an indictment, whether it was Oliver North, okay, all the way up, okay, all the way up until now. The rule of law in this country is over. When you got to understand, all the way up, every administration, somebody has done a backdoor scene and got caught or whatever. Politics plays a role, but, indictment gets handed down. Even the Clintons, you go back to old Susan McDougal, okay? Even with Bill, this is where the Clintons, the most corrupt person in the land ain't Hillary, it's Obama, okay? Don't get it twisted. It's Barack Hussein Obama. It's not Clinton. Some of Bill's people got indicted, okay? Don't forget about it, okay? They did. McDougal got indicted. So up to now, the king of the country is Obama, people. It ain't Clinton. It ain't Clinton. He showed you yesterday. He was more or less cheerleading corruption from himself of how he stuck it to us one last time. He did. Not her, not Comey. Barack Obama's the problem, guys. It's a serious problem. You had a guy jump up and down on a car in Ferguson, and he didn't touch him. And burnt the city down and didn't touch him yet. Well, we better not do that. Why? Barack Obama. We had a guy kill people in a nightclub. Whack him. We better not really go to war with him. Why? Barack Obama. Okay? Wake up, man. Wake up, America. It ain't Clinton you need to go after. You need to bring Obama in. I don't want to hear Paul Ryan until he brings Barack Obama in and say, "What in the world have you done?"
Well, I agree with that.
I'm tired. I don't want to hear. I'm not a Clinton fan, but let me tell you something. Obama has taken complete power and authority over everybody, including the Clintons. Okay, the Clintons ain't the most powerful. No, Obama is, and everything he's done has been destructive. It's kind of really scary. There is no rule of law. Listen, have an incident in a town, kid played Little League for the judge. The judge might slap him on the wrist because he knows he's a good kid. He watched him play ball. He wants to see him get his life together. I just left with a friend of mine. That's why I'm using an example. We talked about some of the kids that played Little League. But there was a rule of law. He had to lay something down, okay? He ain't no rule of law in this country. I looked down the day. I said, if I was you, I'd lock the daggone doors, turn the light off, and say closed sign. And never open back up. There is no rule of law. I told him, I said, Bob, they lock this place up. Closed. There ain't no rule of law.
Hey, you know what I want to say to you, because I think you're correct in what you say. All the way back to Reagan, somebody in the administration was in hearings, there was special prosecutors indicted, charged, something. Okay. This is 8 years that Obama will go in and go out, and nobody in his administration got fired. Nobody in his administration brought up on any charges. Nobody got indicted. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I agree with you. Nothing.
Nobody. What we did is we released terrorists. We were more focused on putting criminals back out on the streets. Do you understand? Back out in countries.
Jerry, I'm concerned about terrorism this morning.
Free. Hold on. Listen. This morning, they're down in Louisiana making waves in the streets over a policeman shooting somebody. I don't know the story, nor do I care to know the story, but this government is against the law. They aren't the law. Now, I'll be honest with you. This country's foundations, the foundations are crumbling, man. Crumbling. They are crumbling to the ground, and I don't mean petty crime. I'm talking the foundations of the Constitution is crumbling. If there wasn't the NRA today, we might already be rounded up, the Republican conservative people. I hope they wake up and realize this. If it wasn't for the NRA today, the Republican conservatives would have probably been rounded up. Go back to the IRS in the beginning.
They were making a list around. They were making a roundup list. They were making a roundup list.
Absolutely.
Yeah, IRS was making the list to round up.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Target them financially. They turn around. I mean, it just, to me, it's crumbling. It is seriously crumbling. There is no rule of law. Anybody that buys into what happened there, Democrat or Republican, I'm talking an American citizen. I'm not talking a guy that's in a sanctuary city that thinks he's an American just because he goes to work today. No, an American citizen, a law-abiding property owner, gun-toting, okay, go to church on Saturday, Sunday, American citizen, okay, pay their property tax, pay the school taxes, send their kids to school, okay, salute the flag, all right, bow your head. In the morning before you sit down in your chair, the American citizen that falls for this, they don't understand their country. They don't belong here. They need to get out. They need to get out. If you fell for this, get out of here. Because this ain't the way we're founded. There ain't no way we're founded like this. Nowhere across the board. Nowhere. This is not the foundations. Government has always had skeletons. I don't justify them. But my God, you don't go flaunt it to the people. You don't. You lit up the White House, okay, and you flaunted the traditional marriage. You won that battle. You flaunted it. People got killed. Did they not? Did they not? When you flaunted that, did they not? Okay. They have just flaunted corruption. People will die over it. Maybe a terrorist attack. Will they not? Yes, they will. What country are we living in? I mean, what is going on? What is going on? That woman. And that man let people burn to death. American men burned to death in Benghazi, and the only thing she could say is, what does it matter? What do you mean, what does it matter? What does it matter? What do you mean, what does it matter? Like children in our streets being fried, being shot up? What do you mean, what does it? It matters a whole lot. It's called life. Life is the most sanctuary thing in the world. Life. That's what matters. See, life don't matter to these creeps. Life don't matter. But they admit it that your enemy is the guy you need, man, who got your back. Your enemy got hold of these emails. The FBI didn't matter. Well, I told you this the other day, Brian. What did I tell you? On a phone call, other than the show, Brian, life don't matter. Does not matter. All the way into the FBI.
Yeah.
The FBI knows daggone good and well what happened in Benghazi. Death. People killed. Their life didn't matter. The FBI knows daggone good and well what went on in Orlando. That guy told me. Okay? But he has been told that his life is probably on the line. Imagine if she wins. You can't take that chance. That man dies or that man goes to jail. Seriously. That man dies or that man goes to jail.
Well,
I'm serious. Or she retains him. You choose three things with him: job, jail, or death.
Well, job, jail, or death.
Yeah, either gets a job, goes to jail, or they kill him. That's three.
Job, jail, or death.
When he rolled out that dog and pony show, I said to somebody, "Oh, Somebody said to me over the 4th, one of our local supervisors, wow, Trump's really turned the heat up on him. I said, listen, that was a dog and pony show. They let the media see 3 SUVs in black go into her place. They got her this time. No, she looked at Comey and said, listen, you want a job? You want to go to jail when I win? Or you want us to have you killed? When you leave here,
You know,
on your way back to the Edgar J. Hoover building, what do you think about that?
Hey Jerry, you and I, they bring
On
in.
your way back.
They
You
bring
know,
in
we
when
got back
you
there.
and I, they
Wife
bring
on
in
the way
for
up said,
questioning.
Huh?
You and I, they bring in for questioning. They bring us in. I wonder if Hillary had to help bring them tea. Would you like tea, Mr. Comey, or you take cream in your coffee? What the hell? You and I, we get brought in. All right.
No. Reason it took so long, she gave him a list of people to go after and how to go about it.
Oh, is that what she did? Is that why it took 3.5 hours?
Seriously, you think I'm joking? I'm dead serious. She gave him a list to go after that caused all this problem. Absolutely.
Listen, a couple things I want to handle before I get off with you. I think you're 100%. Let me have just a second. I think you're. I want to ask you a couple questions before I go. I think you're 100% right that it's interesting that from Reagan all the way to Obama, somebody's been indicted, somebody was on trial, some special prosecutor, Kenneth Starr, somebody special prosecutor. This will be the first president in my lifetime that I can remember in the current years, all the way back to Reagan, that a special prosecutor's not been named, nobody's been indicted, nobody's going to jail, nothing. There's nothing, 8 years. But I will say this, do you think, now I keep hearing all the news accounts this morning, and everything they say about Comey, they end by saying they're not questioning his integrity. I think he's as crooked as all of them. I'm sorry, I just do. Okay, do you think the whole entire thing is a coincidence?
The reason they said they did that this one, like he didn't want to ruin her chance of being president. Holy smokes, what about our chance of a nuke going off in the street? What about our chance of one of our tunnels blowing up? I don't want to take a chance. That's a chance I don't want to ruin. That's a chance I don't want to take. Okay?
Do you think that they knew all along? All from Loretta Lynch getting on the plane with Bill Clinton getting on the plane, absolutely. All along. You knew. You think this is all along. How do you think this plays out?
No, I think that was the beginning of squashing it. Obama sent Lynch at the same time. Of course, it was all set. It's all set up, man. Just like I would set something up with somebody before I went and done it. It was totally.
Jerry, I think the country's in an uproar this morning. I really do. It's pretty. I think even when Morning Joe, the far left MSNBC Morning Joe, opened up at 6 o'clock this morning, playing a side-by-side montage of Comey spelling out the crime and Hillary lying, right?
I watched it.
I think that first half hour, even Mika, and there's no way they were able to get around it. They're all talking about Trump is not taking advantage of this. Realistically, I don't think Trump has to say anything because the media is really going after this morning. They're in amazement. So Trump's getting free airtime and free commercials from even MSNBC. But Jerry, let me say this. Trump's 100%
Wait a minute.
right.
I want you to tell you something.
Tell me something.
Okay. If I personally go out, say get in a fight with somebody, punch them in the face. Now, if they don't want to, say, press charges, that individual, the state picks it up. Okay? The state picks it up.
Right.
All right. Now, Scalia's death, they said, well, the family didn't want to. Why didn't the federal government pick it up? He was a justice on the United States Supreme Court. Why didn't the federal government pick that up above the family? They had a right to. They had a right to.
Right.
Where did that go? Where's that investigation from the federal government? And why that man died mysteriously? And this ain't no tabloid in Walmart, okay? This is a reality check, people. Why that man died mysteriously out on a ranch 30 miles away from the closest town. Nobody could get to him. Okay, where was the federal government's investigation into that death? So you're talking about the guy. You're talking about one that goes back to Barack Obama. It's not Clinton. He was the voice against Obama on that bench. The others were the vote against him. There's a difference, but he was the voice. Couldn't have that. Donald Trump, man, he got to win, or he got to choose a jail or death. That's it.
Well,
Trump got to win.
Trump's got to win.
Job for him. They ain't taking him in no administration. Trump's got to win.
Trump's got to win or it's over, ain't it?
Got to win. Boy, got to win. I'm serious. You think I'm nuts? Go back. Scalia was the voice. There's a difference in a vote or a voice. You can take a vote and nobody knows how they voted unless you really follow sports,
Scalia had some votes in front of him that, if he was alive, could have made big changes.
Why did the federal government pick that up? There's another death.
Right.
By the justice. Bad justice. Where's the federal government? I'm telling you, this is beyond corrupt. This is scary. Okay?
Yeah, it is. I agree with you. It's scary. Yeah. Corruption, yes.
Okay. It's beyond it, Brian. It's scary. Okay? Because this is the reason why God was behind our Constitution. Okay? Now, I don't hear all that. Because our Constitution today, how do you know the future? Nobody knows but Almighty God. He knew this day would come that we needed them AK-47s in the closet for people, for when this kind of stuff takes place. This is scary stuff. This ain't corruption. This is dangerous. Very dangerous. He knew it. He knew the Second Amendment one day would be what would save the United States of America. Because without it, they would already got it. They're after that so hard, so heavy duty, you can't cave. Nobody can cave to that. Right now.
So Donald Trump, it's winter over. He's through. Hey, listen,
he's got to win.
He's got to win.
He has to win. And then he has to go there. I don't care. And he has to do everything he said. And you know what? This Congress has the power, Brian. He have the power. It's like the people begging to him. I don't want to hear his talking points, Paul Ryan. You send the summonses this morning. You know who I would set down? I'd set down the President of the United States. You brought Bill Clinton with Monica Lewinsky, didn't they? They impeached him. You bring Obama, you bring Clinton, you bring Lynch, and you bring Comey. And you set the four at a panel and let the TV cameras rip. Now, you really want to straighten the country out, Paul Ryan? You start grilling all four of them.
I think you prosecute all the high up people at one time. Donald Trump, you prosecute everyone. Comey come out and gave a whole list of Hillary's crimes and then said he couldn't recommend. And just like you said with the state, with Antonin Scalia's death, the family said they weren't looking for anything.
Why the federal government?
All right, well, wait a minute. You realize, and I got to go on this, but you realize you and I talked the other day, and I told you to keep watching for that she'll accept. I've been saying that for a week. Because you see, you had to understand, the key word was she will accept, even though Comey read all the lady's crimes for 10 minutes and then said he could not make a recommendation. You understand, the FBI makes a recommendation that Loretta Lynch could get up this morning. She could get up this morning, the Attorney General, and decide to indict Hillary Clinton. She doesn't need James Comey to do that. She's the Attorney General of the United States. Okay, but she's accepting, and remember, she said accept days ago that she would accept. This was a fix. The fix was all in. It was all in. It was a done deal. All right?
Okay, now, that all is good. That sounds like a TV show, but let me tell you something that I hope don't happen.
What?
The American people don't accept it.
I don't think they will, Jerry. I don't think they will, because I will tell you this, and I don't want you to go off on me. I know how you do, but I was watching Facebook yesterday, and people that I never seen post anything political were making comments. And what I'm saying by that, there's little things. So I don't think the American people's going to let this go. I really don't.
I got to change the topic. I'm with you. I hope you don't accept it. Before you get off here, there's one more thing.
Hurry.
Okay. Here's the thing. You got to win. Trump's got to win. Now, to win, you got to look at America's the culture and the geography of this country. I think Newt Gingrich is a brilliant guy. I think he's a smart guy, great guy. Go before the Congress, go back to Trump, go over there, beat him into submission, go back to Trump, beat him into submission too. All right, yeah, beat them both. Trump ain't exempt from it. He's an idiot. All right, beat him into submission too. Okay? But two old white men will not win the United States of America today.
Old white guys.
Too old and won't. They might do the Muppet Show and sit in the balcony or something. All right? That's fine. But they ain't going to win the United States of America today. Trump will, but he needs to. I say this on your show. I say this regrettably. I think I'd go back to Marco Rubio.
He's running for Senate, Jerry. He's already announced.
I think you figure him a vice president, he fails. Okay, would you rather be? What's a higher office? Okay, and I say this only to win, Brian, because if we don't win, it ain't worth a dime. I'm not saying.
Okay, I'm not against you on that. I'm not against you on that. If you want to take Marco,
now,
I'll take Marco.
Now, once you win, you look at Marco and say, "Go get that pearly smile for the camera," and then you say, "Newt, you get in here." Okay, all right, you're out the door.
Yeah, it's just like Joe Biden is nothing. Valerie Jarrett's in charge. I gotta go, dude.
Joe Biden does that pearl commercial with that white teeth.
Joe does what?
Marco looks like them teeth he used to wind up. They chatter. Okay, I'd get him in there. I'd win, and then let Gingrich help me run the show. But you got to win, Brian.
I agree with you.
Follow me? All right. Goodbye.
All right. Later, man. Have a nice day. Yes, folks. That is. Yes, I will admit that's my brother Jerry. I love the guy. He's beat him into submission. Only Jerry could say that. Okay, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We've been coming to you from Bizarro World, where up is down, in is out, left is right, all the above. We have no idea, but corruption we can spot corruption a mile away, and we've spotted it. Now, in our next hour, George will help highlight the corruption with us and some of the things that the FBI director said yesterday. So let us take a break, and we'll be back in our next hour with George, my co-host. I'm BKP. Good morning from the office. Lonnie, let me make sure let me mention a couple of our sponsors, not to forget here our good friends. If you'd like to be a sponsor of FetcherNews.com, Good Morning from the Office, FYN-TV, send us a message, 706-889-9700, or chief@FetcherNews.com. The UPS store of East LJ, North Georgia Diamond, located in the East LJ Walmart Shopping Center. Promotional code Fetch Your News. Mattress Overstock. Go see Gary, Richard, Rhonda, the mattress lady, for the best mattress at the best price. They truly want to help you sleep better. They're located in the East LJ Walmart Shopping Center. That's Mattress Overstocked. FetchYourNews.com is your promotional code over there. LJ Fitness, 379 River Street. That's LJ Fitness, 706-636-2348. We'll be back after these brief messages with George. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. Take us a break, Lonnie.